Hello everybody, we're doing something a bit different today. There's no stream today, we're doing something a bit more unique. Rest assured, there still will be a stream for Mario Party 6 this week. We're going to do it on Thursday instead. But today, we're going to do something where I'm actually featured. Mr. TheBoredJord, or TheBoredJord, was kind enough to extend an offer to me because he's doing a new series called Unnus Isle Reviews, where if you submit your Animal Crossing Island and subscribe to his Patreon, you can get featured in one of his videos. And he offered to give this to me for free, which I greatly appreciate. I'm happy to be a part of it and help kick off this series. But I'm here to say, subscribe to TheBoredJord. Go to his Patreon, check him out. He's a very good dude. He does these videos called Best and the Worst, where he takes a look at games and he, looks at the best aspects and the worst aspects. And now this is a new series where he takes a stab at several people's Animal Crossing islands and is brutally honest, scathing even. In fact, I dare say I'm a bit afraid. Then again, no, I don't think I have anything to fear. This video, honestly, even though it says it's almost 18 minutes long, should be about 5 seconds, because my island on Animal Crossing New Horizons is absolutely perfect in every single way. There's nothing wrong with it. But, I mean, everybody's a critic, so today we're going to look into it. We're going to see what TheBoredJord had to say about my island, Unnus Isle.
Hello and welcome to the first Honest Island review. Today's lovely dream address submission comes from Shenanigans. At least I hope it's a lovely submission. I've prepared this dreamy
Why are you doubting
for
me?
my adventures, which looks freaking awesome, so let's jump right into it.
Looks basic to me.
Unnus Isle? Excuse me?
So it's supposed to be Unnus, Latin for one, as in one isle. The creator states
Okay,
it's
yeah.
to
Yeah, so I made a boo-boo when I first made my island. I really loved the channel Unnus Isle, which was a collab channel between Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. It was, going on during 2020, and it was a bit of a crazy year, so I named the island after Unnus Isle. And it is, Unnus is Latin for one, which he'll elaborate on.
signify the island as an all-encompassing paradise, or one island in other words, but it's not spelled correctly, so all I read is Unnus Isle. What a flattering name.
Yeah, so, oh no, I replayed it. Ah! There we go.
Read is Unnus Isle. What a flattering name. Certainly setting up some big expectations.
Yeah, so I spelled it wrong, and that, honestly, it makes me cringe too. I don't know why you can't rename your island in Animal Crossing. You can change a bunch of things, but not your island name? I don't understand why that's a thing. And honestly, this irks me too. I'm right here with them. This is a grave error upon me. This is why the video should be 5 seconds long. There is one mistake, and it's the name. Because I was distracted, I guess, and I typed an extra N in the sentence. My fiance just made the point that I was very hype about Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like, I got that game the literal second it came out. I downloaded it off the eShop and was spamming, just spamming the A button, trying to get into this game because this was the most hyped game of the year for me. I was so excited to have a new Animal Crossing. And so in my stupor, I guess, my hype, I made a mistake. I am merely human, and I admit that. However, it is indeed a great impression, TheBoredJord, because it shows you that I am merely human, but I can still create something beautiful.
Does it live up to the hype? I can already tell you it doesn't.
Okay.
Excuse me, that's rude. You're in the lobby. What can you see? You see my town hall. That's all you see. What do you mean it doesn't? Excuse me? Come on.
So, immediate impression, there's too many flowers. I like the flag.
Okay, yeah, the flowers are a problem. My weakest point in Animal Crossing has always been flowers, but it's exponentially even more so here, because for some godforsaken reason, they overcomplicated how to plant flowers in this game. It used to be where you, in Wild World or City Folk or any New Leaf, you would just go up to a flower, and if you wanted to remove it, you press Y. You pick up the flower, it's in your pocket, there you go. In this game, when you try to pick up a flower with the same method, you merely pick up the bulb of the flower. And I don't understand why this is a thing. Like, you can like put it on in a pot or whatever and like place it as furniture. I don't think that's worth it. They completely overcomplicated it because now you have to dig up the flowers like manually, one by one. You have to dig it up, fill the hole, replace it, and if you misplace it, which you probably will do once or twice, you have to do that all over again. And that's so frustrating. I hate how they did flowers in this game, and they reproduce at the same rate. So I end up with a bunch of flowers that I now have to deal with because I have to like dig them up, and it's so tedious. I hate it. And so my island is overpopulated with flowers through no fault of my own. It's the game that made this as difficult as possible. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't. Why?
Cute stars. Very nice sword. I like that sword. You get.
That's the Minecraft sword. Not the Minecraft sword. It's kind of an inside thing with Kylie and I, my fiance. We went bowling for like second date? Third date? It was the second date. So I won the sword at the, I guess the arcade, reward center, whatever the fuck you call it. And it looked like the Minecraft. It's not the Minecraft sword. It's a knockoff. But it lights up. And it's really cool, and it's kind of like a symbol of our relationship. And at the time, Kylie and I were still freshly dating, so because we made the island together, I made that the symbol, the Minecraft sword. And I really like how I did it. I love the color scheme. It's purple because that's Kylie's favorite color, and it's really good. Chef's kiss. I love that flag.
Get an affirming head nod.
Generally, my first port of call in a new town will be the airport. They're the usual way people visit towns, and tend to be designed with some attention to introduction, so it's a good starting point.
Okay, cute fountain in this little plaza. I mean, it's not much of a plaza, but okay. Airport is
rude.
Very close to the center of town. Yellow airport, by far the ugliest color that it can be.
Can you change the color of the airport? I don't think you can.
Yeah, what I was saying, a lot of flowers. I'm not against
know.
flowers, but there needs to be some kind of a rhyme or reason to it. These are just
I know.
scattered, like they're not even in any kind of pattern. There's just like
That's
yellow
fair.
tulips and red tulips abound. Why is this gas pump here?
The gas pump is there to fuel what's to your left. It's I won't spoil what that is yet, but the lore of the town, the village, or the island is that sole gas pump is what is the gas line to what is to your left. That's the lore. So there is a generator that's hidden somewhere on the island. It's this tiny fucking little gas generator, and it powers the whole thing. And that gas pump is part of the line of the energy source. Like it's to signify that there is something on the island that's powering everything. So I don't know how else I could have conveyed that. I know that might seem like a bit of a stretch, but that's the reasoning. That's why that's there. That's the joke.
Play area. I mean, yeah, it's a play area. It's got all the prerequisites. Okay, so it's like you're entering like a cute little park. I like the fence. The fence makes it feel like a park. And I feel like when I've seen a lot of parks made by people in this game, they tend to not really box them in like this. Like they're kind of just like thrown in a field. So I do like the fence. It makes it feel more like I'm in a park.
The creator states that this is a Disney-inspired theme park.
I mean, I guess it's just like a theme park. There's nothing here that's Disney. There's no like custom designs or anything that's particularly
There is something Disney down there.
Signifying.
Also, I don't know how else we could have conveyed Disney. There's not a lot of Disney merch in Animal Crossing because that's kind of an expensive license for Nintendo to take up. So we tried our best, damn it.
Disney, but oh wait.
Yep.
Here we
there you
go. It's kind of a Mickey, right?
My fiance worked so hard on that Mickey. That took hours. hours. That took so long.
Making these customers work to get into this park. Jeez. This isn't terrible. You know, like, for a park, this is better than a lot that I've seen. A lot of people, again, they just throw this shit down in the middle of a field with no rhyme
We got
or
the
reason,
approval
and it's just like,
for the
who
park.
cares? But this, like, you know, and actually, like, stuff is segmented around in, like, little areas, and it's kind of pleasant to explore. It's still a little aimless. Like, again, the flowers everywhere. Like, I feel like the
I know,
space
it's
could
the
be used a bit
flowers.
better. Okay, what is down here?
But yeah, we're very proud of the whole theme park section. That took a lot of time to make and get all the necessary things for. So I'm really glad that came through. So thank you. So additionally, playing into the Disney thing that was just pointed out by my fiance. So the teacups are actually like the strongest other Disney reference that we have in there. That's an actual ride in Disney. Additionally, there's an animal sign in there. That's it's supposed to signify Animal Kingdom somewhat. I mean, there is a dinosaur section in that park, and plus my fiance worked there at this place called Creature Comforts, and that's kind of what that inspiration was from. And the carousel. The carousel is also a big Disney reference. So there are a few things that we kind of try to throw in there. Plus, we had kind of like the castle pillars right here. Maybe to give the impression of Disney Castle. Listen, we had to really stretch it to make it work because of just the lack of the park stuff in general, the amount of the lack of licensing or whatever. So we tried.
2 houses are just right in front of the park. Business
Yeah.
area, do your crafting.
Why wouldn't
store your
houses be in front of
stuff,
the park?
Shove your beautiful plants behind the house so you can't look at them. Hey, look, a
It's a personal garden.
shell item, and it's on the beach. Max creativity, baby. Lifeguard chair.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is items that kind of decide their use on their own. This is kind of what we're seeing here. It's just it's the beach. You put the lifeguard chair on the beach. No, it's fine. It works. Pool right next to the beach. Fenced-in pool? Nope. Look.
What's wrong with a fenced-in pool? Do you want just random strangers just waltzing up into your pool?
I can't even go over there. How do you get in or out? You can't. Okay.
Yes, you can. You have to be a little creative. Be more creative than that. Cannonball in there. Come on, do I have to spell it out for you?
So let's try out these houses. So we got both houses right next to each other. The exterior of this one looks pretty nice. So this house looks ugly. This is unfinished.
Oh no, don't pick on Kylie.
Let's do the train wreck house first.
No, we called it a train wreck? Oh no! Oh no!
Well, this is a theme. Okay. I mean, not everyone
no.
plays Animal Crossing seriously. I'm gonna check the notes on this one. Okay, so this is the house of a casual Animal Crossing player. Understood and immediately apparent. So this is supposed to be a Disney's Frozen themed living room. Okay. Kind of empty, kind of a lot of space in here. Also, the lighting, the Aurora looks so bad in this lighting.
Okay, so the thing about the lighting is, which Kylie pointed out to me, is that the lighting is supposed to be blue. And I guess the last time we played it, we didn't leave it on. And when I checked over her house, I kind of just skipped over it. It didn't occur to me. When I went in to check her house to make sure everything was good to go for this review, I just wanted to make sure there were no cockroaches or anything, or any weeds in town. But yeah, Kylie is a very casual Animal Crossing player. She hasn't really played a month. Neither have I, but I've been busy with a bunch of other games. But yeah, I don't know when she kind of fell off playing it. It was around Happy Home Designer, about halfway through. I forget what happened. So yeah, casual Animal Crossing players, keep that in mind as we go through her house here and go through all the rooms. There are some rooms that she's genuinely proud of, so I'll point that out as I see them.
I don't know. It doesn't match the floor. Let's go in another room. Okay, you know what? This one works. This is cozy. It's a little cluttered in spots. But
she's very proud of the study.
Cozy. This is my workspace room. Nice
Mm-hmm.
little desk area, papers, drawing palette on the floor. Can sit and look at my plant. Check me out, bro. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
There's
man.
a warmth here. It's like a grandma's house room.
Yeah, Kylie loves
I don't
her
like the
study.
skeleton, though. Get that out of here. What's that doing here?
Dude, it's a study. She's studying the human body. Come on.
Oh god, this room. It just hit me again. Kitchen. It took me a minute. The wallpaper is very jarring for a kitchen. Also for a kitchen.
Okay, I'm gonna admit this. Kylie left the room. When I first was cleaning up her house, I thought it was a bathroom. It's the wallpaper and the tile. I thought it was I thought it was I thought it was a bathroom. No, it's a kitchen. It's a kitchen. Don't kill me, Kylie, please.
And it's what? A sink, a stove, and a refrigerator. And this shit's just on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got the giant plant to pull the room together. Owl clock that's half in front of the painting. I gotta get out of here. I'm just now noticing, like, I'm really taking inventory of the furniture here being wood.
He's really
like,
tearing this
wow.
living room apart. Oh my god.
Really pulling the room together with the wood furnishings.
Yeah.
And the cardboard box.
It's supposed to be a cabin in the woods.
This is a classy bathroom. Like, I know there's barely anything in it, but I like minimalism, generally. And this looks pretty good. Yeah, you got the essentials. Tub looks cozy. I mean, it could use a few more things. But, not bad. Like, for this house, this is one of the better rooms. Okay, and there is an upstairs.
Backhand compliment, jeez.
So I guess this is like a bedroom. Cute?
Mm-hmm.
No, like it's cute. It works. A lot of space being used for teddy bears. Sewing area.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Vibes right here in the middle. Yeah, all right.
House review, it's exactly what it looks like it'll be from the outside. There are a few rooms that are pretty cozy, but it needs more focus and attention.
All right, let's...
Yeah, I'm hoping that this motivates Kylie to play Animal Crossing again. Because I would love to see her complete the house and also happy home designer. So maybe this is the motivation she needed to make her house look beautiful. So, yeah. Thank you for going easy on her.
Check out the main shindig.
You know,
okay.
she didn't deserve all the punishment, you know.
Hey, this is first impression. A little tight going through here. I don't like that. Stuff like this mirror and this lamp could be customized to match more. Like, when you also look at the gyroid up there, colors feel a little all over the place. I feel like they could be more consistent to pull the whole room's aesthetic together.
Yeah, I'm not really big on color customizing all that much. That's just not really my thing with Animal Crossing. I never really think to do it. And I kind of forget that gyroids even have alternate colors. I don't think that used to be a thing, did it? But yeah, colors really, like when it comes to furniture, I don't really customize things all that much.
Got a nice little living room over here. Kind of cozy. I like the gyroids. The way that they're spaced on the wall. That's pretty cute. Okay, it's like a workroom. Yeah, so this is like just desk space. It's interesting. The use of the partitions makes it feel very cozy in spots. Like, for example, this TV viewing space. Like, this is cozy. But at the same time, there's kind of a cramped quality to all of this stuff being shoved in this space. Bathroom.
I think that's fair. I really love the partition walls. That's like the number one thing that like I really went ham on when I beat Happy Home Designer, because I love the concept of being able to separate rooms. And when it came to my living room, I really wanted to really section things off. And unfortunately, due to how the spacing in Animal Crossing works with, like, you know, what you're allowed to place and where, it led to some limitations, and unfortunately, it does result in a bit of a cramped feeling. But overall, I really like how I set things up in that room. I think the living space is definitely more appealing. I definitely agree to that. But yeah, I mean, I think of it as like a nice little cozy entranceway, but I could see how you could think it's crammed. That's a fair complaint.
Room. Okay. 2 tubs and a shower in the same bathroom.
Yeah, don't you want luxury? Come on. Multiple people can bathe at once. Don't look too deep into that.
The toilet really needs to just be in its own spot. Like, see, so
that is its own
this
spot.
is something that the first house did a lot better. Toilet needs to be near the sink, in my opinion. That's just a crucial element to good bathroom design. Yeah, this big partition,
all right,
it's
that's
a
fair.
little too big. Like, it makes me feel like I'm in a public bathroom. Like, it takes...
Yeah, my goal with the bathroom was to kind of have like a sectioned off feel where someone can walk into the bathroom and, you know, they won't walk into the person who's using the toilet. That was kind of the logic behind it. Maybe it is a bit too long, but I don't know. I like privacy. Actually, no. It's the bathtub. It's supposed to have privacy for the bathtub. But then again, the shower's right there, so who am I fooling? Yeah, maybe I should cut the partition wall back a bit. Maybe you're right.
It's like almost the whole length of the room. Oh no.
I do not like diner themes.
Why not?
Oh, this is hideous. And look, there's tons of red, but there's also a bunch of green and yellow. Like, the color palette is all over the place right now.
No, okay, I have to keep in mind that this is for fun. Diner themes are supposed to be like this kind of color scheme. It's a retro diner. It's like the mint green and the red. The green helps the red stand out because the colors contrast. That's the point. Well, the browns and the yellows kind of take up a back seat. It's the green and the red were intentional. I tried it with green, but it ended up becoming so monotone in color. Because imagine, if you will, the table and I guess the booths or whatever being green, it would just blend into the wall. So having it red, in my opinion, makes it pop more. And that's what I was going for. And as for what do you have against diners, TheBoredJord? What? Do you not like breakfast? Breakfast, may I remind you, is the most important meal of the day. It is the meal of the gods. It is what runs society. You get up in the morning, you eat breakfast. Or brunch. Breakfast is so great, it gets breakfast and then it gets brunch. It's like a 1.5 meals. So, like, I don't know, man. You gotta check your priorities because, listen, you ever have a good omelet? French toast? Good old BLT? Come on. My diner would serve that to you despite how you just slandered it.
Now, look at this mat. It doesn't even match with anything else. They're throwing purple into the mix. Hey, more cute giant.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I just kind of threw that there because it was a mat that fit the length of the sink.
Steroids up there. I like that. I'm not a fan of having to scrouch into here in order to get at this frickin' stove. Yeah, not very user-friendly.
Very little cohesion going on in this room. You got this microwave and coffee maker sitting on this plain table, but then you have
absolute
this
slander
kitchenware too.
It could be worse,
yeah.
You know?
Alright, tiny little zen room. Pretty generic. Not a fan of the
generic
koi fish shoved in the corner. It's okay.
Let's do basement first this time. Ooh, okay. Classy. Very
okay, if you... Listen, I take great pride in my bedroom. This is probably my best use of the partition wall.
Classy. Maybe a little too classy. I'm supposed to sleep in this room? I mean, yeah. I guess this is like you're sitting, you're listening. It's
my study. It's where I drink my wine.
You're admiring your achievements. And then this is the bedroom, huh? Yeah.
I'm a Leo. I'm supposed to be proud.
You're looking at your fishing poles? What? Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a lot. I feel like I'm in an antique store right now. That's not a place that I want to go to sleep. Forest Life hanging on the wall, though. That's a great song. Okay. Final room. Oh, it's just a Mario room.
Yeah, listen, the Mario stuff in this game is kind of lame. I wanted a Mario theme for the longest time, and they weren't putting in Nintendo items in the game. So when this came out, I was like, okay. You know, I do enjoy how dynamic they are. Like, you can collect the coins, you can, hit the question block from up there when you pass under it, I think. And it's more interactable, I guess. So I guess what I was going for here was just, if you were to step into a Mario level, nothing fancy. Really, the main feature in this room is the pipe.
Collecting coins.
Because it leads you to other places on the island.
Here's the Mario items thrown around in an area. And, like, once you've seen this, you've seen it. And setting them up any differently doesn't really change how it comes off. Who doesn't like having a nonsense room in their house, right?
I think I know where this pipe will take me. Alright, we're done the house. This one I honestly didn't like many of the rooms in. Very cramped, and not like a cozy, you're a forest animal living in a tree cramped. Cramped as in you're walking through an antique store. I think I actually like more of the rooms in the first house, even if it's more aimless.
You put your work into it, and I acknowledge that.
I put so much time and effort into that house. And you're telling me that Kylie's... No shade to Kylie. She's... love her. But, like, I put so much time into that. And you're just gonna write it off because it's cramped? I'm sorry. Can you do better? Let's see review your own house. Don't honestly hurt my feelings.
That. I give you this. Alright, so beach is pretty untouched. I mean, sand. Let's go through the park to go north. By the way, how are you supposed to get to these houses? I want to check this out. The only ways to get there are cutting past this tree in this small space, which it's like cutting through a backyard. Like, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be secluded. It's a house. I don't want anybody just walking out.
Or going to the houses by going through their junk. This is the runway leading up to the homes.
It's the backyard.
I like houses to have fanfare. They're the houses. They're a big deal, and these are just kind of sitting on the edge of the beach. I guess they're just wannabe beach homes, you know?
Yeah.
Not all houses need to be special, but at least have a natural path leading up to them. Look at this. Going through the Disney park with the one Disney reference.
There are other Disney references. You just weren't smart enough to catch them. Shade.
Gazebo. You have to trample over the flowers to get to. Guess how much I like that. Flowers, trees. Honestly,
You can run over the flowers. I really don't care.
this part just kind of looks like what the island starts like, and they put some flowers and a gazebo there. Ooh, I like these street lights. I like this pumpkin patch. This is nice. Yeah, and the fence. This is a highlight so far. You get a head nod. Beach with nothing on it, a caution barrel, and a can, and a wind turbine. What? But this...
Okay, so the lore behind that is that we put up this wind turbine, right? Because we're like, yeah, we're going clean energy. And meanwhile, behind closed doors, really, we're using nuclear power. That was supposed to be the joke behind that.
Pumpkin patch. You know what would improve this pumpkin patch, though, is if I didn't have to trample over them to go through it. Like, if there was, like, a nice
pumpkin
path
patch!
right here in the middle.
You ever seen a pumpkin patch? They're all like that.
It also lined up, like the entrances, like you could just straight dart across it. That would look a lot nicer. Just another zen area. This thing's ugly. This thing makes me feel like I'm on, like, a jungle ride at a theme park. Stonehenge just here next to the grave. What up with, like, burying somebody right next to the Stonehenge? And these...
I thought it looked nice. I don't know.
Just staring at you while you're looking. You know, something I'm noticing about this town already. Most towns that you see out there are just, there's stuff everywhere. And you're tiptoeing constantly and you can't get around and it looks awful. It looks like a big junkyard. This place thankfully doesn't have that. There's a lot of natural areas, which I appreciate. And there's minimalism, but I also feel like there's a bit too much aimless minimalism in a place like this. Like, this feels unfinished. These flowers are just kind of slapdash all over the place, and it hurts
I
the
know.
overall
Flowers
vision
are
of the
weak.
area.
Flowers are the weak point of the island, I know.
Pagoda, in front of a waterfall. Yeah, alright. Bunch of wasted space with flowers in it. What do we got up here? Top of the mountain. I like the idea of placing a campsite in a place like this. I rarely feel like I see a campsite top center, top of the mountain. That's actually a pretty cool...
Yeah, that was kind of the idea, to put it like the campsite in like a mountainous area, kind of to allude to the fact that it's, somewhere secluded where the person in who's camping can look out and see the entire island, theoretically. So that was kind of the idea behind that.
Cozy vibe. Granted, I mean, there's not really much to this campsite. It's kind of just the stove. Nice little path. I like this path a lot. This is nice. It has that, like, natural...
I worked really hard on that path, thank you.
Surrounded by...
Apparently it was Kylie that did that. She just corrected me. I don't remember. I thought I did it.
To roam, cozy night. Hey, it's our first villager. Paulo is great. Snapple. You all know how I feel about villagers at this point, but I will acknowledge...
And yes, Snapple. That's one of Kylie's favorite drinks. Snapple.
When I see some nice villagers in a town. Not bad. This museum lead up, not bad. I'm happy that there's no giant fossils outside of it. You see that a lot. People just
I don't like that
plastered
either. I
inside
agree.
of
That's
their
pretty
museum with
tacky.
Artwork and fossils, putting no thought into it. Just like, look, it's the things that you can already see in the museum. But that's not happening here. The walkway fits. I like the staircase. Yeah, this works. Okay, shopping area.
Cool, gotta pass on
this
that.
is a functional shopping area. It obviously, like, aimless. There's a rock right in front of the path leading to the bench. There's still flowers just everywhere. There's a bunch of space that just has nothing in it. There's cliffs like this that look completely unnatural. But...
I mean... What do you want from me? The island designer can only do so much.
It's very functional. And I kind of like this little spot over here because it plays up the idea that you're in, like, a commercial area. Kylie.
Yeah, that's the
Welcome.
idea.
Thank you,
Commercial
Kylie.
area.
Kylie has a cute character. Okay. Kinda cute. You almost got me. But this puzzle is falling off of this table.
But that's the game's fault. You can't even place it in the center of the table. That's not allowed. So, like, I don't... that's just the limitation of the game, my dude. I don't know what you want from me. It's a very secure puzzle. We glued it together. So, like... At some point, you have to recognize that part of this is due to the limitations of the customization of Animal Crossing in general. There's grid-based stuff that often just kind of falls through the cracks, like this, because it's just the grid of which things are placed on. That's always been a problem with Animal Crossing. So I don't know what you want from me.
Cute outdoor sitting area, water dispensary that you can't access. I like this little outcrop here, where you get to see this cool well that makes no sense being here. Look.
You know, thinking about it, I guess the well really doesn't make any sense being there. Who the fuck would go there to get their water? I mean, I guess my theory was that it's supposed to connect to the lakes behind it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think I just put that there to fill out space.
Flowers. Little farm here. This is cute. I like the wheelbarrow. I like the silo back here. Pulls together the idea. I still feel like there could be like 2 or 3 more things to kind of prop up the idea. Maybe some more space too. But no, this works. Another.
Yeah, for that farm space, I really had to strike a balance between how much crops I wanted, how many crops I wanted, and what space I could use. And I decided to just, because I wanted to earn money with crops, I decided to just maximize the crop space. That was why I didn't go too decoration heavy on that one. But yeah, if I had put anything more there, that's when the path would have been restricted. That's why I just kind of made it a bit simple.
Fountain. You gotta pick one. If you're gonna do 2 fountains, they need to be highlights. They need to be put in very special areas. This is just thrown at the side of the road.
I don't think so. You can have a fountain off to the side. That's fine. It's giving a nice view to the lake. Plus, it's surrounded by Jacob's ladders.
With a bunch of flowers. That looks horrible. What am I looking at right now? There's trees just like on an island, but there's...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is what I was kind of freestyling with the island designer, trying to think of unique terraforms to do, and that's just kind of what I landed on. So you could support all you want. That's just creative. That's me trying to emulate the creativity that people have with this, and I know I failed spectacularly, but that's just that's the best I can do. I'm sorry.
Pavement surrounding them. Shazam! What am I eating tonight? I will take it. I am getting Pokemon Scarlet. Hey, Audie. Very nice. Good villagers.
Yes,
so far.
Audie is the best thing about the town.
It's a heart. It's cute. Trees, more.
Yeah, we worked really hard. I'm surprised you didn't note that more. Wait, hang on. Let me go back.
Good villagers so far. I know I've only seen 2 of them. Okay, so I guess fancy walk-in to fancy statue? That's just kind of chilling here. It's a heart. It's cute. Trees.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a garden. You know, like a sort of a lake-ish area that leads up to the museum.
More trees. Okay, and this leads up here, and then this is the lead into the museum. Not bad. I like the progression here. More aimless flowers, and that leads to the letdown area. Oh, this is a bunny. That's actually done pretty well.
Okay, the bunny. Kylie spent so long. What did you spend longer on? The Mickey ears or the bunny? The bunny is what took the longest. And honestly, for somebody who doesn't really touch video games all that often, that's a really good bunny. That's better than I can do. I'm terrible at terraforming, and I got so frustrated when I was trying to do things like this. But I mean, look at that. That's just a bunny. It's good.
I like the bunny. So I'm told that this bridge was the first bridge they ever built, and they never wanted to get rid of it, which is why it's still here. This bridge looks hideous. It doesn't mesh with anything. It looks like I'm stepping on a bunch of hot...
I don't want to put captions on. It's a butterfly. That's why we were able to leave it. It's supposed to be a butterfly.
Dogs. Integrate it into like a river or something. Maybe it's just supposed to be...
And also, Kylie won't let me get rid of it because it's our first bridge. It used to connect a river, and we terraformed that entire bitch out. So, like, I'm very proud of that butterfly bridge. It's a symbol of when we first started. God, you're such a harsh critic.
Reading the notes, apparently this is supposed to be a butterfly. Yeah, sure thing. That's one.
How do you not see a butterfly? They're the wings. What? Come on. Come on, now you're just being salty. That is a cute idea, and you know it. You're just being a hater at this point. That is a cute ass bridge.
One heck of a butterfly, the poor
It's a Kylie bridge.
thing. Okay, we're gonna head back towards the residential area now. I'm not a fan of residential areas for villagers. Just like the players' homes, villagers should be highlights, not just lumping them all together in like a community. Especially.
No, come on. I love the residential area. In fact, that was like the first thing I wanted to do was to make it like a just a housing area. Like, cause before with Animal Crossing, the houses were just kind of randomly placed everywhere, and it didn't. Sometimes they ended up in places where you absolutely didn't fucking want them, and such as a New Leaf when you're trying to create a project. And you're like halfway there to like getting the funds for it, and suddenly a villager pops up. I like having control over where my villagers are because it allows for the rest of the island to be customized to my pleasing. So it's I like doing that. It's organized that way. So I don't know why that's a problem because it has decorations there, so it's not like they're just jam packed into a aimless area. It's their area. That's where they all live. That's where they all talk and I guess play games or whatever, have tea at each other's houses. That's their community. That was the idea. The rest of it is our island. That part is theirs. And I like that idea. We've also kind of kicked around the idea of moving our own houses over there. I don't know how we would do that because our houses are kind of big, and I don't know how that would work. We'd have to, I don't know. We'd have to move around some things. I really don't know how that would work with both of us. Maybe one of us could live there, but both, I don't know. But I mean, I guess we'll have to experiment and see if we ever decide to redesign the island in any capacity.
Especially in situations like this, where so much of the rest of the island is just nothing. Look, just flowers and trees and space with nothing in it.
It's a secret area. You can gaze out, into the forest area at that log bench. That was the purpose. It's supposed to be a secluded area where you could just kind of chill.
Spread the houses out. Make areas for each villager. To me, that's so much more interesting. If you're gonna put...
Nah, that's just old Animal Crossing. I totally disagree
them in
there.
a residential area, that's fine. You can do that, and you can do it well. But at least utilize the rest of your space well. Well, let's see how this one is. Okay, I mean, pretty uniform, pretty standard. Looks like houses are just kind of stacked up. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm not into for residential areas, is it just kind of treats villagers like they're not special, like they don't matter. When the homes are scattered around the island, you know where everybody is, because it's like, oh, northwest of the island is where so-and-so and so-and-so live.
No, I absolutely disagree with that. I would misplace villagers all the time. Doing this makes it so that I know where everyone is. I totally disagree with this line of logic. This is not, I don't, no. I'm sorry, BoredJord, I'm gonna say no to that.
It gives them a lot more personality, it gives areas a lot more personality. No. Wait.
It's a sweetheart corner. Why are you hating on the sweetheart corner? Huh? It has a harp and everything. You could romance a bitch out there and, that'd be great. Be sweet as fuck. Why are you hating on the sweetheart area?
Lighthouse. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's incredibly unfinished. Like, look at this.
What do you mean unfinished? It's just supposed to be a beach area. Do you want me to just crowd it with decorations? There's not much you can really do with a beach without it looking tacky to me. You can't even put tiles down on the sand.
I checked out the villager homes, but the interiors weren't designed, so we're just gonna ignore those.
Cute little...
Yeah, I don't design villager interiors. That's too much designing. I have only so much designer in me. I think that type of thing is just meant for people that like that kind of thing. And me, I like it to an extent, but after a while, I just kind of get bored of it.
Campfire area on the beach, not bad. Okay, here we go. Edit that out. I like that.
Because yeah. Gotta represent the editors. Hey.
I don't like the paperboy hat. I get it. He's like an editor. I like that you can make out a rabbit kind of still on this, although it looks like it has a problem.
Overall thoughts on this one, at best, this town is okay. It's pretty basic. Like, it doesn't feel finished. Unfinished Isle. It doesn't...
Unfinished. Really? Okay.
Doesn't use its space wisely at all, and is mostly filled with trees and flowers, or lacks much of an idea. All of the best things to build around, like homes, are tucked away in corners, leaving the mainland an aimless, empty field. Beaches are barely touched, but
I don't want to touch the beaches. Why are you making me touch the beaches?
I'm not too chuffed about that. A lot of it could use work. I liked the lead into the museum, the vegetable patches, some of the rooms in the homes. I get not everyone's dedicated Animal Crossing player, and this is a pretty average example of a casual player's island. Final breakdown. Island name, bad. It isn't spelled right and kind of sounds like anus. Also, it does
I didn't think about that. Why'd you say that? Oh, it does sound like anus. Fuck.
doesn't represent the town well. Overall theme, not really present. It's kind of a standard island where there are just areas of different ideas and
I mean, does an island really need a theme? I mean, the way I look at it, I like the sections, you know, the way that they are, because it's basically a bunch of ideas just kind of organized. You know, it's all cohesive in my opinion. So
themes with a lot of, like, you know, here's the shopping area, the residential area, etc. There are a few areas I liked. The Disney park was a highlight for this island, but could have more going on. The pond area could be really strong, but feels completely unfinished. The residential area was super bare bones, a quality most of the island suffers from. I do like how well the paths interconnect on the island, and how much space they give you. Villager selection is strong, only a few lacking picks here and there. Interiors are all right. Each room feels like a coin toss. I'm inclined to say I like Kylie's house more, as it...
I think it's so funny how he likes your house more. Yeah. That I put so much time and effort into mine, pouring over each detail, and he likes your house more. I guess sometimes simple is better.
It has more pleasant rooms overall, but Sean's house clearly had a lot more work and consideration put into it. And that covers Unnus Isle. This was a ton of fun. Thank you so much to Sean Anigans for the submission. If you'd like your island to be reviewed, I'm introducing a new option to have your chance at it. Simply enter your dream address into the comments and I may review your island. There is absolutely no guarantee. I'm simply going to shop around and review what I like of what I find. If you want to be sure I'll review your dream address, you can submit it through my Patreon at the highest tier.
Yep. That's basically the premise. You know, he has a Patreon that you can support and get your island reviewed for certain, or you can throw your island in his comments section and hope that it gets reviewed. But I guess that's it for me, because that wraps up the island. Well, I'm sorry I didn't quite meet your standards, BoredJord. You're quite the harsh critic, but, you know, this was all good, all in good fun, I guess. But, Kylie just kicked my light stand. No. Oh, Neville did? I see. Our cat just kicked our light stand. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for having me be a part of this. I really appreciate the opportunity. It's an honor to be a part of your channel and have our island memorialized forever, even if it's a scathing, burning, cruel review. But I guess that's just the way things go. But yeah, go support BoredJord. He is a great friend of mine. He supports my live streams and my videos whenever he's able to, and I appreciate that. And I'm happy that I can help return the favor. So yeah, go support BoredJord. And as for me, stay tuned for Thursday when I go into Mario Party 6 and hopefully live stream the whole story mode in one go. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, until next time, thank you so much, everybody.
You need to get a better outro.
Shut up.
That could be your outro. I need to get a better outro.
My outro is, I need to get a better outro. Subscribe to me. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Smash that subscribe button. Twice. But then again, because you unsubscribed and then resubscribed. You get the point. Okay, bye!